This one slide shows why an ethical vegan cannot be lawfully discriminated against in the UK. Only true vegans, as solicitors say, are protected. Living this philosophy was the same struggle that the founder Donald Watson rallied our government with. War rations were different for vegetarians, and today, as the world burns, UK vegans are still fighting for the animals, ethically and environmentally. The incidental perk for veganism is the boon to health, economy, and the morally growing society that had failed everyone. This video will show the temporary societal errors or perceived gender imbalances among vegans, by proof of society's own gathering of media examples. This will be followed by the final part of the total 135 named for non-vegans, explaining the general why, then the ending with the total 240 vetted vegans. Analysis to show the difficulty for a vegan cafe owner attempting to research vegans. Starting alphabetically, the majority in red means they do not qualify for the definition of being vegan. This is a binary definition. One either fills major criteria or is instead just plant-based or vegetarian or pescatarian, flexitarian, etc. Starting with the BBC, 2020, just because more women signed up to Veganuary, they think there are way more female vegans than male. That is polled to be true for vegetarians, but has been showcased to be the opposite for vegans, but polls always vary in accuracy. HuffPost, 2017, used a poll to say 79% of USA's 1 million vegans are women. Plant-Based News, 2016, used Ipsos Mori polls to see UK ratio are 2-1, USA being 3-1. Even Rwanda News 2019 are lamenting an 89% VEmale global majority, when believing a vegan drive is outside the rules of nature, and that there are various psychological reasons, then the familiar V-man myth is perpetuated. Shout out to Jurek, for example, is a reflection of society's psyche. Maybe it's a media bias to try and level that playing field when selecting vegan examples that result in my compilation of 240 true vegans to be just 2% above the world average of the male majority. The calculation is clear that available data of male activists, that number 122, accumulate 1,880 years of vegan experience or vegan YouTube, averaging 15.4 years each. The most experienced being a 71-year-old born vegan, owning a health magazine business. VEmales, despite accumulating just 1,646 years experience from 96 in no number, average 17.1 years experience each, which is 10% longer than VeMaNS. So shout out to Vegan Girl Cycling too, and other vegan blog makers, who have lamented that they don't have VEmale Australian equivalents. But I argue that for every Paul Bashir, there is an Asal Alandari. For every Joey Carbstrong and James Aspie, there is a Tash Peterson and Stefania Ferrario. Sure, we have Earthling Ed, with live debates on top TV programs, but no one beats Greta Thunberg for diplomatic immunity and teenage followers. Yes, she's finally vegan for the past year or so, despite what is revealed by biography. Which brings us to why most vegan counts are wrong. Society spoon-fed by the meat industry, ignorant of definitions and dietary classifications such as ovo-lacto. So when vegetarians are tied with vegans due to a mistaken belief of synonymy, rumors spread on behalf of their ideals, merely donating to a charitable cause. We can truly call the UK as animal lovers, for 27% of all their charity goes to animals, beating even donations to children. However, a quick glance of percentages, ending with the pet shelters, could be 1% to 7%. Another US figure said 97% of all charity are to humans. Regardless, feeling good by donating while eating the very thing you help is typical of epitomizing hypocrisy, irony when the government intervenes in the corruption, or just contradiction in terms. There are many reasons celebrities are non-vegan. The saddest is when they never announce they were, or if they follow a particular religion that is wrongfully claimed to be vegan for all followers. There is certainly a trend to be seen. In order to prevent this from happening, unless a celebrity is a doctor, then going vegan for their beauty or health entails a very high chance they are not actually vegan. But it's okay if they start this way and realize it all boils down to the animals, even if they get there via ethics or environment. One went so-called vegan for self-esteem until hypocrisy ended his 11-year charade. Another went so-called vegan for her sister's health until that sister cheated. A feat growing in popularity called chegan, a cheating vegan. But that's an oxymoron, like freegans, who likewise don't deserve to imitate the vegan world. Fake vegans make the world think veganism is a passing fad, and positive vegans are detrimental to the inevitable utopia of a vegan world.
A vegan world.
Human rights and progressive justice since the 1960s.
Most people don't think about the fact that they're eating animals. Horrendous suffering that those animals must endure.
Workout routines and how to follow a more eco-friendly lifestyle. Professor Francione is well known throughout the animal protection movement for his criticism of animal welfare law, abolitionist theory of animal rights.
Veganism is the only rational, logical response to accepting that it is morally wrong to inflict unnecessary suffering and death on animals.
Since 2015 to promote the vegan lifestyle. 2011, Patrick Baboumian is one of the strongest men in the world. President and founder of Peace for Animals and the Associated World Animal News. Foodie TV series Healthy Living with Chef AJ.
Vegan for ethical reasons, and I love animals. Many of you don't know this, I have a disability and I use a service dog, and animals have saved my life. I don't know how you do it. I can't sleep at night knowing the amount of animals that are being tortured and abused, until every cage and every animal laboratory, until every factory farm is shut down. I'm going to keep doing this, because for every delicious recipe I create, if one person eats one vegan meal, it's one less animal that's being killed.
Since the 90s, Vice President and the co-founder of Ocean Defense International, Stop Huntington Animal Cruelty USA campaign, which is one of the most successful animal rights campaigns ever.
But my main focus has always been on animal issues.
Vegan their whole lives. In 2015, they exploded onto the YouTube scene, and founder and international director of Animal Equality. iAnimal is a virtual reality project. Daniel Bissonnette is the world's most influential 12-year-old speaker and author in the health.
There's also the whole aspect of the way they treat animals. They really don't treat them well.
VeGaNase, an egg-free mayonnaise substitute, promotes compassionate living on their followyourheart.com website. Over 1.4 million subscribers, where among beauty videos, she also promotes a vegan lifestyle of the animal rights movement. She's the executive assistant for media mogul Russel Simmons, a 6'5", 300-pound defensive lineman for the NFL. Having turned vegan after watching Forks Over Knives, all of his ailments disappeared and his performance improved.
Former vice president of Citibank and is now a prominent member of the animal rights movement.
If everyone ate a Western diet, we would need 2 planet Earths to feed us. We've only got one, and she is dying.
He's registered dietitian and co-author of Vegan for Life, Vegan for Her, and Never Too Late to Go Vegan. Holistic vegan fitness coach and model Chrissy Carvello won the Arnold Classic last year. The 43-year-old promotes a healthy, high-carb diet, where co-founded Anonymous for the Voiceless in 2016 with Asal Alamdari. The public outreach events have activists presenting visual media of atrocities inflicted on non-human animals in what's been dubbed the Cube of Truth. Trained activists are on hand to counsel the viewing public, and within less than a year, the organisation has held over 250 of these events in over 70 cities across 17 countries. Being author and chef, Shinna also co-hosts the national cooking show Vegan Mashup. The 59-year-old was the popular YouTube channel well known for in-depth car reviews. As a passionate vegan, Thomas provides profound insight into issues surrounding the use of animal skin on car seats.
Such a politician and a member of the Party for the Animals Party. That's political party.
The US and Europe are the butcher and the milkman of the world.
Of life, and he started with food. The 30-year-old athlete was the only male US weightlifter in the Olympics last year when he broke a US record. Andrew Taylor has been an ethical vegan for many years, but came into the limelight over the last 12 months for his year-long vegan mother with a sizable social media outreach living in Hawaii, and has been vegan for over 10 years. A Los Angeles-based lawyer and advocate for sustainable consumption, David Simon, the APRL Fund, a non-profit dedicated to protecting animals. Simon has also authored Metanomics, which author of the China study, which although initially published in 2005, continues to sell significantly.
He's the reason I went vegan. And it's the reason I feel amazing.
Pass. Basically, she's the creator, the host, and the producer of the world's first ever vegan TV show.
The founder and executive director of Mercy for Animals, the prevention of cruelty to farmed animals and promotion of more compassionate food choices and policies. And investment banker Che Green is the executive director and lead researcher of Fauna-lytics, a non-profit research organisation dedicated to helping animals by providing useful information to advocates to help them increase their impact. They conduct opinion polls, audience surveys, and focus groups in order to understand how people think so that they can choose the best ways to influence them. As the Vice President of Policy for the Humane Society of the United States, vegan for over 20 years, Shapiro is also the author of a forthcoming book on the clean meat movement due out fall 2017. French-born Buddhist monk and humanitarian Mathieu Ricard has been dubbed the world's happiest man last year after a 12-year medical study at the University of Wisconsin. Ricard has been vegan for over 5 years and is asking people to be more compassionate towards animals. President of Farm Sanctuary, and has been hailed the conscience of the food movement by Time magazine and listed on Oprah's top 100 biggest trailblazers, the abuses of animal agriculture and our cheap food system. He has also written 2 national best-selling books. Jamie Adenuga, better known by his stage name JME, is an English grime MC, teetotaler and committed vegan. The 31-year-old helped inspire Ethics' vegan clothing line and starred in a BB called Carnage. Matthew Glover and his wife Jane Land are the founders of Veganuary. With the help of Clea, Spencer and Salley, they run the increasingly 31 days, almost 60,000 participants from over 170 countries. According to Veganuary surveys, 67% of those taking part stay vegan. YouTube star Mummy Tang has over 360,000. Bill Vince is a vegan businessman who is founder of Ecotricity and chairman of Forest Green Rovers, the first ever vegan soccer club.
Henry Firth and Ian Thiesby.
British cooks Firth and Thiesby founded the plant-based recipe Facebook page Bosh last year, largest of its kind. Delicious plant-based dishes to a mainstream audience. The famed chef was sacked for defending her brand after Squared Hospitality attempted to open a non-vegan restaurant under her brand name. School winner actress Emma Stone is a proud vegan and dog shelter advocate, parkour professional and record holder.
Chase is quite multifaceted.
YouTube channel Infinite Waters, which has accumulated over 1 million subscribers. Ralph has been vegan for over 12 years. Dr. Breeze Harper is an accomplished vegan with a wealth of experience in dealing with diversity issues. Daily Mail last year having cured his severe acne. Genesis Butler is a 10-year-old animal rights activist. Dr. Hairshaft is a Holocaust survivor and vegan activist who is co-founder and president of the Farm Animal Rights Movement, America's oldest organization devoted exclusively to promoting the rights of animals. Owner of Clean Machine, a natural and plant-based sports and nutrition supplement company. Heather Mills is a businesswoman, activist, and founder of vegan company VBites. Over 4.5 million views in its 4 years of existence, Bruce Frederick is executive director of the Good Food Institute and also founding partner of New Crop Capital. Adriano Menino is a philosopher, writer, and co-founder and president of Sentience Politics. Kim Williams is an American cardiologist who
First vegan president of the American College of Cardiology.
Educator and author renowned for innovative plant-based company that sells products in more than 18,000 stores in the US. Campaign director for Go Vegan World.
Go Vegan World. You know those vegan posters on bus stops, on taxis around the city?
2017, Kalel deleted most of her YouTube videos, but kept many videos about veganism, demonstrating her commitment to the cause.
I 100% believe that I will see a vegan before I die.
Sia. It would be so easy for someone like Sia just to go.
Clothing line. She just tweeted at him and told him to remove the, animal products from his clothing line. She just doesn't let the celebrity status get in her way of.
My attitude toward becoming a vegan was similar to Augustine's attitude toward becoming celibate. God grant me abstinence, but not yet. But with animal agriculture is the leading cause of species extinction, water pollution, ocean dead zones, and habitat destruction. And with the death spiral of the ecosystem ever more pronounced, becoming vegan is the most important and direct change we can immediately make to help save the planet and its species.
She's a professional newswoman. She's going to tell that story. She's going to get in there and find out who the people are and figure out why veganism isn't on the front page of every newspaper.
Ferocious, a warrior, but a peaceful warrior for the animals.
Change your diet, to change your lifestyle.
He's an ultra-endurance athlete.
Keegan Kuhn.
What the health alongside Keith Anderson, and he's behind the camera, and as a filmmaker myself, I can really appreciate technical ability.
How crazy is it that a woman is arrested and charged criminally for showing compassion to animals?
Co-founded PETA. Ingrid has been out there for years, speaking truth to power.
Totally down to earth, somebody who is royalty, and yet when you hang out with him.
As executive producer of What the Health, Jim Greenbaum is a philanthropist and a man on a mission.
Henry on Netflix has many people questioning their diet.
It's not cherry picking, it's essentially painting for gold in a murky river of industry-funded studies like that, and it took a long time to find this. The bottom line is that eggs cannot legally even be called safe.
Fish aren't veggies, fish have feelings, and fish are trying to live and breathe.
These are the 18 medical institutions that all agree you can go vegan during all stages of life: pregnancy, newborn, child, teen, adult, athlete, and old age. They are all released position statements according to their speciality, whether it be pediatrics or heart and strokes of Canada, or the world's largest gathering of medical professionals. There's clinical nutritionists, cancer research, and prestigious academia, not only in English-speaking UK, USA, NZ, or Oz, but also in Quebecois and German.